This is a very late GAC, so I'm not really gonna let everything wind in. People show up in the shop. I'm just gonna do something. Yeah, so this is still cam modded situation. Pretty much my entire last 14 hours has been consumed with making that Ray video, so I have very little GAC prep as well. Let's see. What are we looking at here? I really think starting with Division 1, I want to start joining like pre-modding and setting up early and then just joining immediately, because this is actually insanely cool. I thought I had screwed up my Grand Arena because like 20 minutes into this round, I entered the board and just like my whole board exploded. It just like instantly cleared me, which is awesome. I absolutely love that. It's so refreshing to have people like actively playing rather than like usually it feels like I go to bed, wake up, and eventually some attacks happen. I feel like I remember there being... I did check this dude's SWGH, but this was also before I did a bunch of work without breaks, so I have retained none of that information. I think I decided I was going to do DR. I remember seeing his defense and thinking that that was what I was going to do. I don't know if being this week, which, you know what, it's... So if you don't go to sleep yet, but it's morning in the, or it's the afternoon on the next day, does that still count for drink hours? Is it like 5 o'clock plus 15, or is it just irresponsible? Okay. I'm happy. I'm happy because normally when I do this, I crash on this GAC stream. Definitely doesn't happen. This is a little bit spooky. We'll see what happens. I think if we get a death mark on Grievous, it should be okay. I'm not ready for this right now. Why is Wat using the regen piece first now? No, don't. This is the one thing I was not prepared to confront. The order is supposed to be tank piece, regen piece, weapon piece. What? No. I wanted today to be a chill day where I didn't have to think and just played. I already got Kyber. That's easy. What? Oh. Is it a regen piece Magna Guard? The full order on what? We need to try to do this. We're not really getting that death mark. Chief. If we do this, we should fear him. He can't self-cycle at least. Yeah, I think that was a responsible play. This will get us death mark on Grievous at least. Yeah, it's supposed to be tank piece on tankiest, then regen piece, or tankiest tank, otherwise it's random. I learned a little bit the last week about the specifics of Wat AI. Then it's just supposed to be a weakest on whoever, and then it's RNG between attackers. So if there's only one attacker, that should be a reliable last TMP. Why is Wat so weird against me lately in GAC? Can I bring out Gar? I have some whiskey I could call Gar. He can be my Gar. What Night Sister is... Oh, wait. We're doing it. It's time. It'd be real unfortunate. Nope. Even if he does post gas, we don't have a pod. So, I'm doing this for me. Put that Terminator piece on there. The strategy kind of sucks now that Wat doesn't actually die. Like, yeah, that's their job. now he's just gonna keep giving Grievous Plague, and it's awkward. Like, you want to tell Wat to please just die for us, but he's not going to, so now we just have a Grievous that's about to die. Yeah. What a dick. Fucking selfish Wat over here. Now they're preloaded? Who does that? It's actually really funny to me that that strategy actually kind of sucks now that Wat's Relic 6. That strategy actually legitimately became less viable. Because normally with Wat dead, Grievous lifesteals and then Plague is completely off the board. But because they can't kill Wat, and Wat might actually be bulkier than Grievous, or I'm not sure. He's modded for health plus protection, which is not great. Yeah. Huh, I thought that that one loss against Thousand League was a fluke, but no, just straight up, like, tanky, selfish Wat screws that up hardcore. Whatever, it was. It was when Wat would die. This actually happened to me in a Ships Arena, too. When I brought Bosk to gear a Relic 6 for that Bosk video, for the Bosk counter video, it actually made my GK mirrors worse because my Houndstooth wasn't getting chipped out as hard. Like, he wasn't falling below 100% health, so my Anakin was getting less turns. It was really freaky. Like, actually kind of pissing me off a little bit. This is the same deal. Normally the way that GG Wat 2v5 went is GG would do the first AoE, and he has the revive blocking piece, of course. Then you do the second AoE after Wat dies, and you just mow everybody, and then that's game over. Just die. Wat living is the worst thing that could happen, especially with him having Plague. Let's see. GBA is about to go. He should cleanse everybody. See, the order of operations, I don't think GBA cleanses in time, so we should actually still keep these two debuffs if I'm correct here. Yeah, it cleanses and then heals. It's an awkward order of operations thing for Plague. Oh, the stun tank is really going to town today. Let's see, if we have Poggle stuns, so we can't ability block talents here. I think we're still on 1 kill, so let's just take this. Yeah, under geared Wat, I would actually say is much better. This is a Relic 5 Daka. I don't think this takes her. Close enough. Progress. It's not the first time that being stronger has actually been worse for a matchup, but it's crazy just how much it matters. Okay, I don't actually even know if I trust her. She has exposed. I do hate the stun spam in this matchup though. The RNG is very uncomfortable. Yeah, fair enough. Normal GG. Dude, Savitar. I before all this GL stuff hit, I wanted to take my Spy to Relic 7, and I wanted to pump all of my Separatist Droids to Relic 4. Actually, wait, the DPS is mostly low. Trade Legion down here. For the record, I am going on absolutely sleep. This is a low sleep, unmodded garbage fire. Whatever. I'm honestly more interested if people have questions about the L3 Wat thing. I don't know. I haven't actually really even checked in yet. I just posted on Reddit before I started streaming. I actually hadn't even thought to. I don't know if it's going to get traction or not. I think it's the perfect response. Everyone's obsessed with GK Chewy, and that's the worst. We have 50 minutes left. Oh, you know what? See, the problem is I don't know if I would trust Newt here. This is a very squishy setup. We had Wat. What if we have Barracks? Right, because they don't really have a good healing thing going on. D1 against the top, but it's not. Oh, this might be. This is the last round. Actually, this I remember specifically thinking I needed to Rebel Mysis for this time. Wait, what happens at the on feed? Did it actually like just time out? I know I hadn't gotten it yet. Start calling Kira's. Well, Kira does something. Weird. Yeah, wasn't there something where we had to do like some combination of rebels? Alright. I believe. Yeah, I'm bummed. I am sincerely bummed that I cannot GG Wat anymore because I've upgraded to Wat. Like, that is actually the final death toll for me ever trying that strategy, I think. Last time I kind of figured it was just because the Mother Thousand Lead just got so much plague out that it was just like, oh, like, you just cannot lifesteal back from that. But no. It's more just like Wat giving GG all that extra plague is just straight up a death sentence. One lifesteal isn't enough. How many enough old Ben needs to be here? It's kind of just awkward. Ben, can you leave? We got our own thing going on here. Also, I have no idea what to expect from Division 1 here. Oh, this dude's got some geos. CD, let's call it 260%. Plus Relic. Not really any 60 to speak of. Pretty good crit chance. I feel like the Treya might be messy. We could test it. If they're on Sith Trooper just for shenanigans. I'm kind of just going for the full clear. It's like whatever. Yeah, like I picked a random dude from Maw just to check our comparative stats, just to see like how my top 80 GP compared to him. And I'm like actually like really surprisingly close. Which I'm not even saying that bragging wise, it's just like I actually have no idea what to expect from Division 1 matchmaking. Like it could be cool in that it could be a bunch of old guildmates and familiar faces and stuff, which would be awesome. Ooh. Spy getting blue. Take Sunfac Life. We will sign almost died. Self-Dispel. We will one-shot them with AoE. Okay. Spy got him to like 10%. That was actually. This is a bit spooky. This is where I would normally use Geos if I hadn't thrown them to the Sister nodes. Oh, I do remember scouting this. His boss is one speed massive stuff. That's not it. Extremely. Let's go with the broken team. I am really excited for this next GAC too. For a long time, I've been saying that I think people overreacted to when Finley got nerfed. But now I actually have a Finn team. I even did the Zeta already. That's how you know I'm dedicated. Oh god, what am I doing here? This team is so squishy, it's not gonna matter. Got the 3PO. Okay, I need to double check the wording on this. I swear that Finn lead always, or like Finn swap always dictates the next turn. It's really, really weird. Because it doesn't say it's a bonus turn. I don't think it's throne swap. So okay, got 3PO. That's the good stuff again. You as well do not split. I need to have like a turns against my Ray counter, which is just like eternally 0. I think a Finn got to take a bonus turn once when they died, which is cheating as well. Because Finn really mandated it. So that was targeted RSU. I don't know why I did it. Alright, pop the ID. Press auto, just no, don't smoke screen. Okay, get aside. I don't know if M Troopers can do Karth lead that well. It's a squishy Karth. Oh, but you got a health set. Changes everything. Well, crit less. I feel like the chances of a Zalbar taunting is pretty high, and when Zalbar taunts, we aren't really gonna have another Death Trooper grenade, and that sounds extremely awkward. Or we could just hold Death Trooper grenade. No, Imp Troopers are gonna hard feed against Heroic 5 Kylo. I'm kind of curious now. Could we do this? Okay. We hold the Imp Trooper cooldown at the start. Oh, but it's a short trooper. Maybe we could just kill him. You look killable. You look gear 11. Okay. We've got the Dispel there. I'll take it. And we got the grenade. I'll take it. The grenade. Did he just dodge that grenade? Zalbar. Zalbar. I'm pretty sure he just 2% dodged that grenade. He had to do it to him. Yeah, we just get stuck here now. We just lose. We might indirect. Oh my god! Did he have blind on? I hope he had blind on, otherwise that's incredible. He had to have blind on. She went into stealth. Well, holding the cooldown was the right call, but also the tank, not just DT grenade. If you're like, if I was ever to take any Imp Trooper up to relics, it would be Death Trooper, just to avoid that RNG. Noodly would shred them. Noodly would not shred. I don't know. Might as well just toss him as a meat grinder. But yeah, I don't really know what to expect. Maybe people just won't care about the whole L3 Wat thing. I'd like honestly just. It's one of those teams where it started off as just a very basic fundamental counter idea, but then like the more you think about the mechanics, the more layers there were. Like I had already started making the video and I was realizing like different ways that the team worked together and just had really, really sick synergy. Yeah, it's we should stun. We should he will find it though. I'm a little bit surprised that CG hasn't rolled out more blind. Actually, you know what? I bet if the Imp Troopers flexed in B2, they could have been fine. Now that I'm thinking about it. The B2 will need, or B1 will need 2 more turns. Max banner. It's on mute. I think 1 dodge should still be within the grace period. At 14. Yeah, it's 14. whatever. Yeah, it's actually getting worse. I don't even know what the condition of the TW bug is anymore. So the thing I'm going to try doing next time is just like before the TW join even shows up, just have the full TW remod done, because there are so many different conditions of like, there are some people who are saying that like it's locking the moment that the TW join started, or like, you know, their rosters, and like there are people who have the GL who aren't even able to use it. I think I saw someone in OM saying that. Like, it's really kind of tragic. Like, if you, like, this was the deadline, right? If you were busting ass to get GLs done, this was the deadline of, like, you know, you couldn't physically have them done by last TW. This was supposed to be, like, the prime time. Yeah, same here. Prime Force, I think they might have fixed it, but I think this might have been some weird workarounds for them where it's just like, well, yeah, we'll make sure that your lock is done, but also it's happening at the time that you least want it to happen. What can kill next? Nihilus can, but also... Oh, wait. No, it's... We nest the weird team? It's Duke, right? Duke. What are the odds that a Gear 6, Relic 6 nest gets crowd controlled to the abyss? Does the feat require us to win? I'm pretty sure it does. Win a... Okay. I don't know if Vander might be able to chuck it in. You have it unlocked. This should be fine. Team doesn't really have a dispel, but this should be fine. Oh, their nest is actually faster. Nest didn't actually manage to kill. This grenade would be so just lovely. So let me give up. Sword. Fine. This, okay, he's not prepared, so I don't think we get the one shot here. It might be worth just doing basic. Because I think if we do the special, then he would dispel the reduction apple. Get it. Dispelled immediately. Ooh. That's with the big angry energy. Okay, in this case, I'm changing my mind. I think we just give up the extortion and just save. He's the... Like, it would actually be worse to leave Dooku alive to potentially stun next. I also don't know the answers to this. I don't know if burning would proc. Also, Vander's been completely dead. Which I think he does have. So that's fair. The Huxley bug is actually super huge. I think Huxley might actually end up being the best Supreme Leader Kylo lead. At least, right, like Hux against Gas is a very Hux favorite matchup, but it's only favorite if you actually get leadership. Fires. Oh, this is gonna be so annoying. This is actually seems like a really small amount of people in Kyber. Maybe just me? Like, this was a pretty whatever season. I really did not do that much. give him a bit of a challenge. Shall we? Let's do the. Oh, we don't even have the right ones. I believe. I believe. Yeah, you wish, boy. You. Yep. That's about what I expect to see. He aimed to halt a Kylo. One character that could not be stunned. You know what? I'm here for it. I support your decision. Maybe we need more people like Kylo. Checking the systems, making sure. Can Revan still actually not be stunned? And then he does it and nothing happens. He's like, oh. Okay, yeah, cool. Working as intended. This won't kill. Okay, good. If we essay to Grammar or to Hermione, I think this is supposed to be Malevolence against Akbar. Yes, indeed. There is a Tragic Counts 2, so this is no. Okay, I had a moment. I clicked Sith Empire and saw nothing and thought I somehow posted GK with my Grievous ships. I'm so tired. Like, actually just shattered my reality. Should I hold Millennium Falcon just in case? Probably. You're a droid ship. Yeah, there's definitely some weird bugs lately. It's hard to know. Maybe part of it is just like working remotely, just the active or something. Yeah, give me mine. Ultra Droid. Sure. I do remember that this, if this doesn't get dodged by the Falcon, pressures the Falcon. Okay. Why do I even bother to call stuff out? I'm just gonna start saying the Falcon. And people will be like, wow, how did you know? We can do this. It's gonna coin flip on tier. Not the best. Like, it's strong. And let's just roll this. Okay, we won. And then the this, I believe, is 25% dodge chance on the Falcon is really doing gangbusters for me. Cleanse off the buzz droids. Just for the sake of doing better DPS, jump times the tooth. Client freezes after changing accounts, damn. One free vulture droid, please. This is probably just gonna. Oh! 3. We didn't even have that much overcharge. What? Excuse me? Like. What? You can't kill the Hound's Tooth until the EMP cannon comes up. That's like written into Separatist law. I'm going to jail. Oh, some Buzz Roads actually got onto the Falcon. This is overkill. I just kind of really want Falcon dead. And we could do this and it would definitely kill that ship. Is that really what we want? Fine. See? Now the buzzers are gone. This is why we can't have nice things. This is why you gotta hit the win button. Was that 2 dodges? Today is just the day of evasion. I mean, Millennium Falcon actually does have bloated evasion value, so like I don't feel nearly as bad about that as I do feel bad about the boss dodging. That's just some cold shit. That's like he didn't even have to do it, but he just knew. And it's whatever. I got a full clear. I'm in Kyber. Got everything but havable. I get 2 more ship fleets. Ship feats. Neat. Do basic on Falcon. What were you talking about? I don't know, what do we even have left? We had 2 Vulture, Hyena, Ebonhawk. Or are you just talking about Ebonhawk? You're probably if you're talking about basic, you're talking about Ebonhawk. That's just facts. Is this cargo ship TM only? Because I've definitely been using this. Nope. It does not care. What's up, Jogger? Man, when I first started streaming Grand Arenas, I would stream with like an hour left, and I remember it feeling like touch and go. Now it's like 30 minutes casual with like 3 fails. Yeah. I don't know. Like my top 80 GP was 150k below one of the lowest guys in Mall 1. It seems wild to me. I do have Finn Zeta Lead. Actually, it's really impressive. If I can just pop Palladian. Speak softly and carry a big stick is the saying, but I don't think Scavenger listened because she definitely just pops people for like 6 digits very regularly with Finn Lead. It's a very casual ordeal. Like, I don't think Finn Lead's bad, yo. Like, look, it's 105k. It's character from the, like, I'm pretty sure when the game launched, 105k damage. That's triple hit potentially. I didn't even need the triple hit. I just one-shot him. I gotcha. Instead of using the nuke. Yeah, but I mean, come on. We had to. We didn't have a choice. We had to kill the Phoenix ship. What choice was there? There was none. You can't say there was any. Oh, no. Actually, you know what? I do have a bone to pick. I literally just wanted to go into Galactic War and shoot exposes. This stupid team does so much damage now that everything just dies. You don't actually get to play Finn Lead, you just play Death. It's actually kind of the worst. Like, if it's not Poe taunt, this is so dysfunctional. Resistance Trooper does damage and is not okay. Look! Yeah, we got exposes. Death. Although, yeah. Finn, because he's unmodded, is actually, like, mildly reasonable. But I mean, like, yeah, sure, just Death. Death. Like, this is actually, like, okay, of course it's GW, it's wildly underlevel content, of course they're getting one shot. But just in general, it actually is a little bit bad for the team to be doing that much damage if, you know, old Finn Lead, and I would even say to more of an extent new Finn Lead, is all about chaining exposes and yeah, like, no. Like, the odds of the expose, I guess, is like 65% to proc, 85% chance to land. Like, it's not, it's got some bad math on it. Like, hitting Poton and seeing 0 expose is actually a pretty feeling. Also, I guess we still don't know if 3v3 is the next GAC or not yet, which would be a miserable way to start 1v or Division 1. Actually, the last 3v3 season was like one of my best ranking-wise. What do I know, I guess? I don't know. Like, this team is tanky. Like, extremely tanky. Like, I don't know. What's the best repeatable content? Get that rose out of here. What have you been doing? Like, what can I actually test drive them? I heard mod battles, but they use Lead a lot in the last mod battle. So it's actually kind of lame. Yeah, this is probably something, right? To redo with ships, you can only be so lucky. Right, like look at their turn meter. We are still like turn meter training. We're turn meter training them with death. I don't know. I might try to get Sticker to Relic 7 just to have her absolutely murdering fools. You're not supposed to use that. Like, you're not supposed to use that ability, but also, like, it doesn't matter. They're gonna die. Yeah, we're not doing GW correctly. We're supposed to be in auto basic. It's really suboptimal play. Oh, this is even GW though. Screw this mid. Yeah, when basically gets its rear, this mod phase is gonna get real awkward. It's gonna be impossible to beat. The weird thing is, I don't even really feel tired right now. I'm kind of past that point. Get that crit me. Alright. Yeah, like, I'll need to, like, draft a list of what I actually intend to use them for, because that's the problem, is, like, you can't really mod them without having a spec sheet. I checked out Dragon Champions. The game does not really look appealing to me. The game got a very big hype craze because a lot of YouTubers got paid to check it out. And even as the game was first coming out, there was some wild shit that was said in YouTube videos that was like an extreme turnoff for me in the game. Like Dragon Champion had like those $10 packs, I think, that gave you a 3-star character, and people were like, wow, look at how cheap the microtransactions are in this game, when like we had just gotten out of a year of people screaming about how marquee, like there were too many marquees, and just like, yeah, cool. The $10 character 3-star unlock is good, it's cheap content, but when you get a character for free, it's a problem. Yeah. That's not even a complaint of Dragon Champions, I guess, but just, I don't need a Galaxy Heroes clone, I guess how I would put it. And the animation is just kind of rough too. Not that this game is like crazy, but just yeah. Not to be like, I know it's a bit of a harsh answer. But yeah, let's see. You're the new Ray. Honestly, after seeing some of these Wat interactions, I'm actually kind of curious on what you can do here. I think Varus gets reevaluated a bit. Specifically, like I was thinking, so the fact that Wat and Raylead, or not Raylead, but raised protection, bonus protection bounce off of each other, it should be possible, I think, if we pop in Varus it's not going to be a fully closed loop, but it should be enough that you're popping the health back up. So basically, let's say a character gets chunked to like 70-60% health. Ray gives them protection. Zeta Bear starts kicking in while they're attacking the bonus protection again. That should be enough healing to get you back to 100%. The only problem with that is Gas will still abuse that. Like, ideally, I'm so spoiled with that boss strategy. If there was just like a Zeta Barris but for protection. MSF, something about the gameplay, it just felt like there was too much animation. It just felt like stuff was taking too long. Like, part of what makes Galaxy Heroes work for me is like the stuff that I made with the video today. Of just like, I like the dense mechanical interactions. I know people don't like complex kits, but like, don't get me wrong. Long kits aren't intrinsically good either. Like, that's not what I'm saying, but just like, you know, this was a boring ability to me at first. This was just kind of whatever. But then the last 24 hours for me, like, I was already expecting Wat plus L3 to just be a good anti-Palpatine thing, but then the slow realization of like, oh no, Rey actually, there's some unique stuff that no other characters in the game are kind of getting from her. Like, the bonus protection isn't just bonus protection to those characters, right? Like, it's actually something special. Like, to me, that's part of what makes this game interesting. Is it's kind of like junk food for your brain, right? Like, if you want to paint it in a more insidious light, you could say that it's like, oh, there's always a chance that there's something that you haven't thought of yet, right? And maybe sometimes there just isn't. Maybe sometimes you just need a couple of new characters, but there's always that kind of tempting sense of like, oh, let's spend some time thinking about stuff. Let's look for some stuff. I mean, shoot though, like, we had new gas counters come out like 5 months into his release, like 3 of them. So there's not even to say that there aren't any unthought of stuff either. Like, my idea for the boss lead came from me watching Gas talking about Kira lead. Like, that was the thought process that I went down. Is I was thinking about Kira lead, and I was trying to figure out like I remember I went into the Scoundrel tag, and I was thinking like, what if we built like a retribution? Like, if we built like a counter-attacking tank? My first thought, God, this is gonna sound weird, but also I've had this thought before. My first thought was actually to give the taunt piece to Vandor, because Vandor gets somewhere in here. Yeah, counter a chance while he's buffed. So I was thinking that it was gonna be basically, I guess, similar to a Zeta Stormtrooper Han, where like Gas would hit Vandor. Obviously, Vandor has a very small protection pool, but he should counterattack. He should get protection back from the crit, and then he should retaunt again. It was just a very backwards way of thinking about it, but that's, I just, you know, I hadn't really internalized Stormtrooper Han as a character, so for me, when I thought of like protection tank, I just ended up landing on boss lead. But like, yeah, dude, the game is not necessarily in the best spot, but I think the meta and the theory crafting is some of the best that it's ever done. Like, people can bitch and moan about Palpatine being nerfed against Darth Revan, but like, that wasn't interesting theory crafting. That was the old debuff exploiter guy, and the new self-debuffing faction, like, is just absolutely busted. Like, I don't know. To me, theory crafting is fun when there's a sense of discovery, and like, from pretty much day one, Palpatine being anti-ferocity was like, well, yeah, of course. You can 2 + 2 = 4 that pretty simply. You know, it was the same thing. Like, I had an aha moment in the First Order Discord server about the Kylo ult with the Wat TM piece. It was like, oh. When we first read Kylo's kit, I remember being like, reacting pretty harshly to that Kylo unique, but like, no, there's still ways that you can push that, tweak that. the thing I remember from MSF is that the kit designs actually. So I had played this game a little bit back when it launched, and I remember seeing like I think it was like Luke Cage was very similar to like Clone Wars Chewie. It just felt like, you know, Galaxy of Heroes had gone through a few years of evolution now, so we were starting to get the powered up or like mechanically complex kits. And so to go to like, oh no, here's Luke Cage, he just gives everyone defense up and taunts, something like that. It's like, I don't really want to regress in terms of that stuff too. And it was weird to have that contrast too, because MSF had summoners way before GBA existed. It was actually something that I was wondering how long it would take this game to do. Archetype wise, I'm glad we're starting to get here and address this. Like it's a very, I think it's fun. I like the diversity. It's Arc Turret was, I don't know. 501st just feels like it feels like such a controversial thing to say for a meta release, to say like, oh, they need to be buffed. Or like, I just kind of wish that they got a rework pass or like just some rule changes. There's so many. Like, if DR is restrictions on the attacker, then 501st was all about restrictions on the defending team, right? Like, how crazy is it? Like, how restrained is Arc Trooper's kit? You can only put this... Like, when Arc Trooper first came out, I thought this was going to be like a, oh, he's a ramp up over time guy. You know, you have a 3 cooldown, you get the first command out, you get the second command out. I thought this was going to be like a clone Herman Yoda Master's Training situation, and instead we just land with like, no. He has 35% counter chance because, yeah, why not just give a 1 in 3 coin flip? And then just one guy gets 1 turret once. Wait, Flavor, missing a where? I don't see your stuff in chat. What do you mean in Discord? Feeling out. Vsauce heals if she's not isolated. Oh, so you were just talking about like a team to just cause as much team generation as possible? See, it's really awkward because we had first positioned Rey as probably being the best raid character, right? Is there... Oh, it's jail tag. Does Kylo's Siphon last per... Okay, it is into the end of the card, not battle. I feel like Kylo's gonna end up being a better raid character too than Rey. Better damage values. Siphon does not reset on drain, so he's just gonna infinitely stack it. I guess the biggest issue that Kylo's gonna have is racking crits for ultimate, and also it's gonna be racking crits for ultimate and also trying to get stun characters because you can't stun the boss. So you're gonna have like crazy good side mob, like stun discipline, which you're almost basically not gonna be able to use Sid Trooper in the raid. So I'm pretty sure like if you bring Kylo and have Kylo halt a side mob, Sid Trooper's gonna assist that and might just straight up kill them. I think Sid Trooper is strong enough that he could just straight up one shot like a Sith Assassin or Marauder. Oh, you're talking about... Yeah, so you could do like Stormtrooper Han. I think Poe's an evasion tank. I think I saw that. Well, so you can just last through and Rage Timer because they can't hit you. What even is Vsauce's mastery? Is she Agi? There's no way. Well, I guess I don't even know what I was assuming. What tag is she even? She's just light side, right? She was that weirdo. Oh, she's just a light side tag. She is just built for Rey. She is the light side. She is all of the light side. Yeah, let's say healer. Good shit. Yeah, evasion. There it is. Huh. I guess it depends on the rate of evasion or ramp versus TM game. How much evasion you would have as you hit a rage? Because I doubt you would have a full close loop to 100%, right? Evasion plus revives. Yeah. Honestly, just embrace chaos, I say. Let's add evasion primary arrows. We have accuracy arrows, right? I mean, should only make sense. What even? Yeah, let's get 12% evasion arrows. Oh wait, I didn't even think about this that much. I know this did occur to me. What are you stacking, lady? Armor protection. Okay. Health steal's still a really dang unfortunate stat for some of these tanks to be stacking. Like GK? GK is gonna get to a point where it's just like apologize. And just bonk you for like 700 damage. Slight sliver of health goes up. I don't know. The ramping mastery is so interesting in some respects and so extremely not in some others. I think I kind of need to just internalize the numbers to the point that, like, if you tell me 20% mastery, like, I can just pull off the top, like, what does that actually mean for me? Yeah, like a B1 mastery, like what does it even mean for him? CCCD is not stats. Like, you talking about Poe or RH Poe? I meant normal Poe as an agi tank. Alright, evasion. I mean, JTR could work too, right? If you wanted, you could do like Ray, Poe, RH Finn. I mean, you're not gonna have that much TM generation though. Oh. This would actually be kind of trash though. I was gonna say you could do Stormtrooper Han last, but as Stormtrooper Han, because he gains evasion, he actually just becomes a deadweight character. Because he's never actually getting hit and making turn meter. He has to be hit, right? It's not when Stormtrooper Han is attacked. I'm pretty sure he has to be hit. Why am I up? Did not see him. Oh, I wasn't even here for mastery. Yeah, he has to be physically damaged, so what a... What's his first order even do? Officer getting evasion is actually kind of interesting. As I recall from my first order rating time, Officer is just a chip damage liability. Even in like phase 2, just the AoEs are eventually gonna take him out. Dude is hanging on by a thread. Bucks. What is that? Attack Master. Oh no. No, Flagby, I believe you. It's just... It's just a question of how the math curves out in the later rage stages. I mean, I know for sure that there are some people who are banned using their clones as well. That could be an interesting by watching for them. Life load bonus perk can't be stopped. I guess just kind of like nest bonus perk can't be stopped. I guess that makes sense. That's fair. Okay. I am actively starting to pass out of range here. That's not even to say that you're boring me, because you're not. This is actually pretty cool stuff. This is my brain telling me I'll probably chill out. Let's see what Discord and Reddit is doing for a bit. I'm trying to be pretty active around while stuff is happening. Yeah, pretty okay. Man, that happened for a brief second. Maybe it's just because I leaned back. I feel fine now. What is... Oh, fuck. Also, do we just give up on... Man, I was so hell-bent on using JTR with the resistance heroes now. So what, is it just gonna be JTR vets? Rose dead character. Pilot dead character. You could... So technically speaking, if you're trying to just be the exposed energy team, Pilot's supposed to take stick rate. Either stick rate or Holdo. I think Holdo just kind of works better for choking enemy team out. But like, you're kind of just... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Just got some dead characters, I guess. That's a shame. Problem is, like, if this was just a general critical hit thing, she might have some like okay plug and play. Okay, yeah, no, actually, I can actually feel it coming back. My body is sick of my shit. We'll see. I guess we're gonna be on GAC vacation. I have a pretty much a full script drafted out. I do want to make a quick Ray versus Kylo explanation because I don't think that air has cleared up pretty much at all. Pretty sure people still think Kylo sucks. I guess I do feel like information as we're discussing on Discord has traveled so much more quickly than like the general. Oh, just at 4 o'clock. I just missed the shop load. Like, it feels like the stuff that we're talking about and the stuff that we're seeing in testing videos is just like so instant and separated right now. It's actually that was the biggest motivation for why I put this video out, is I just wanted to try to get people to stop using GK Chewy so we can see some interesting fights. Man, I'm Suburk on ship credits. I don't even know why I'm in here. It feels like half the time my mind are just ship credits now. Yay. Close, but no. Alright, I gotta stop. I could keep going. I want to keep going, but my brain isn't. Flare keep me posted on if you think of something else. For the team. It is interesting. My brain can't, like, input, output anything right now. I'm kind of just talking. Talking and looking at moving pictures. New stacks evasion. That's kind of interesting. I was thinking, talking about Newt. I was thinking that there could be something potentially interesting about Newt lead against Ray. Because she's 0 cooldown, she should be potentially an infinite battery for, like, once you get, call it, extortion. Once you get extortion on her, she should, like, of course, there is a point where she will try to use, or, like, have to use basic instead, so she would get rid of it. But that's like 9 or 10 turns of free, just extortion batteries to everyone. I don't know. That doesn't seem too bad. Of course, she's percentage HP resistant, so like Newt himself is not gonna do jack shit to her. But I don't know. You could just like have a super fast team and hope that Zeta Jordica shreds her or something. It's 0.78 per TM game. Oh, so you already have this stuff lined up. You could set up a battery like Sabine. Well, I guess the number of hits is always kind of going to be the same unless you just try to pack the hits as close together so that, like, if you see passive, like just natural TM gain as being an enemy of this strategy setup, then you could just like multi-call Sabine. Maybe something like Ezra has decent self cycle. Call Sabine a bunch. Ranger wouldn't quite cut it. It's a decent long cooldown with the assist. I don't know. I mean, Sabine or Stick Ray isn't really a special. Like Sabine basic might be some of the best. Like Leia, maybe Sabine Leia. It's at least work better. Yeah, you can see it. Gotcha. Oh, I didn't even think about that. So Inspired should be multi-procking on raid bosses, right? That should actually be really, really bad. And like, if you're not trying to do the exact thing that you're doing, shouldn't this actually be really kind of unfortunate? For like making bosses go really quickly unless the damage is solid for Poe. Yeah, right. I need to sleep and get some rest because I do want to come back and like rethink it once I can actually process information a little bit better. Oh, so you're expecting Poe to die. Okay. Honestly, the thing I'm most surprised by on this is the encounter limitation on all this mastery stuff. I figured that this was supposed to be like the closing out. If we assume that, like CG said, we're not even assuming. CG did say a rating Q1 2020. I kind of assumed that mastery was just going to be the way they did it. It totally wasn't. I don't really know what to expect or think. It's just siphon resets. Alright. This is gonna be the worst GDC bot ever. This is good having you hang out though. Alright, I need to let myself shut off. Alright, looking forward to Division 1. Gonna be, I hope it's gonna be some cool shit. Let's have a chill rest of the day, everyone. It's 4 o'clock somewhere in the world. Take a drink. Peace out.